last Saturday was just the highlight of my week. Um, it's good to see all you guys. Hi, Tilty. Hi, Irish Mark. It was just awesome getting to protest with Selfless Self for the first time. That was really awesome. And at one point, we had 7 people out in front of the Portland org kind of protesting. It was Melody, Portland SP supporter, OVG, Oregon Valley Girl, myself, and Selfless Self. And let's see, I'm missing some people. And at one point, Jeff Hawkins came by, and and we collected a Maddie. Maddie was a guy who was just walking by that was like, yeah, this cult sucks. And he was just this cool dude that, I don't know, we aligned. We aligned, and he was wearing like a pink backpack with a bearded dragon in it. It was really cool with like a clear covering. Hi, let's go.
Hi,
Hi, Carla.
I heard that.
hi. Did you
Uncle
hear me all
Boy.
this time?
No, I
Did you
could
hear?
no,
Wait. You could never hear my voice all this time? Oh my
no.
God.
I was
I
just
was
talking
talking
to
all the
myself.
time. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, I
I
was
knew
just
it.
kind of talking, but that's okay. We'll get the ball rolling here.
Well, I wasn't saying much that was actually interesting, except that it was a very special week because I couldn't get any videos to see, and I wanted to see if you guys like, because everybody is so willing to. Every Sunday, I was so overwhelmed uh, by the support and how much people want to see what the protesters and what the colors and what everyone is doing. You know, the
Yeah.
artists and everyone is doing. I didn't want to miss this opportunity, and I feel like I've been waiting for months for somebody to do it the way I want it, and I thought, well, there's a line as well. I don't
You
know, but
do
yeah.
such an amazing job, and just thank you. I know it takes a lot of time. I've done some video editing, nowhere near as good as you. And I just appreciate you taking the time to appreciate the protesters and the callers,
Oh,
people that call in, and just everybody who's trying to keep pushing this thing forward. So it really is appreciated. I know I appreciate it. I know so many of my friends in this movement and I have talked about how much we appreciate you and using your talent to highlight
oh,
stuff.
I cried.
No,
Thank you.
don't cry.
Today, Mona told me that I have to accept the good things, so I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Yep.
we have to accept the good things because, and
Yes.
this is one of the reasons why, and this is like it's great to talk to you because if I made a speech or something that didn't show up, hopefully, and it's great to have somebody, and you are so nice, and you said that people love to talk to you, so I guess I'm really one of them right now. Because you can listen. There's so many positive things happening every week. Every
Yes,
week there's so many awesome things, and
indeed.
I'm just a viewer. I was just in the chat, sometimes lurking, sometimes talking, and I
Hmm.
see so many great things happening, and then
So much.
it's like it's all dispersed, so many hours, we don't know what to watch. To me,
Yes.
in my case, I just grab whatever I can. I
Hmm.
know that everybody's going to have their favorite moment, and then I try to make it like a thing. But we can do this like as an extra once in
Yeah.
a while. Somebody else in another channel can do it. I mean, it doesn't have to be me. It's just a way of communicating and showing what we're doing. And I saw a little bit of parts of your live stream.
Hmm.
So last week it was like when I started in February, there were a few people protesting because I think it was super cold.
Hmm.
Uh, a few, quote unquote, few. And
Hmm.
then every week we have more people, and I'm
Oh,
like going and saying like,
I
who?
forgot Jenny, who came out and protested with us for the first time last Saturday. I'm sorry to interrupt. How could I forget Jenny?
Wow.
That was the 7th person. And Jenny found me because DOA gave me a shout out in one of his live streams.
Oh,
And she
so
found me.
nice. So you have
Yeah,
11 people. Oh my God.
seven.
Uh, 7. Well,
Mm-hmm.
and then okay, so let's go right now to the video. I have collected some snippets so that you can tell what's going on.
Okay.
And for example, here I guess this is yeah, that was you. You're
Hmm.
right. Punk, if it's a cult, I suppose.
I think I wrote
Uncle voice.
"honk if cults suck" or something like that.
Hello.
And that's
And
when
Hi. Hi.
your uncle showed up.
Uncle
Hugs
Selfless
again.
showed up.
Good to see you too.
So, did you know
Welcome to the
Selfless
protest.
before? You guys let me know if it's too noisy. Did you know Selfless before he showed up here?
Bring it
I've
in.
been
There you
following
go.
Selfless
Hugs all
for
around.
probably most of his journey in
Oh,
the protesting thing.
Wholesome.
So
We
I've
are
been in his
wholesome.
chats and I've,
How's
talked to
it going?
him. I've been in some chats with him. And last Thursday, I had the pleasure of going and
Oh,
getting to
interesting.
meet in person for the first time Selfless and Pearl.
Yeah.
oh,
And we
so
Yeah.
hung
cute.
out for
Where?
a few hours and talked and went out and had some food and had a great time. So this was actually my second time seeing Selfless.
This is great. I was looking forward for them to move, and then when you say you had more people going, because Portland
Yeah, they
apparently is
definitely.
going to be a center of
Yeah.
major protests, and this particular weekend, we're seeing he's just arriving. I think we're going to see a little bit in a while. I think in the same clip,
Hmm.
Yeah.
move straight forward to some other people that were there,
Absolutely. I brought water.
and you can tell us who they are. I think
Yeah.
the lady in and again, I'm sorry if I say lady or adult. Well, these two are passing by,
Evil cult.
and they know it's an evil cult,
Good
right?
for you.
Yeah, pretty much
Yep.
everybody
This
knows.
weekend, apparently, for what Selfus was saying, everybody who was around who allegedly is Scientology must have received 100,000 emails saying they should go. So
Yeah.
they were entering, and you saw more people than ever, right?
Yeah, I went back. I think it was on the third video of the day that I made.
Hmm.
Yes.
I went back because I saw that Selfless was there by himself, and I just wanted to go back because I knew that the LRH birthday party was going to be that evening sometime. I just didn't know what time. And so I saw on his stream that more people were coming in, and I was like, yeah, I got to get back down there. So I got back down there, and
Yep.
we were able to man
Okay,
like
gang.
both doors.
Scientology's a cult.
But we suspected that there were probably like 50 or 60 people that went in. And if you take that number and compare it with the other birthday parties that we saw around the world and about how many people were going in there, um, yeah, I don't even know if that would add up to 25, 30,000 people that, people suspect Scientology actually have as members, not
Right,
the
like
100.
50. No, how much do they say they?
I think they say that they have about 150,000 members at every ideal org. I think that's what they say.
Oh, a hundred thousand at every. Oh, great! Come on, yeah. All right,
To have the millions
great.
of whatever. Um so
And this is once in a like in a year. So here, I mean, this is the second video. I think it's about.
Do you want to
Oh yeah,
add
this is
add
presenting the team because this is the first. It's part of the first video. It's my second clip.
okay.
So here you're
Yeah,
showing a
we
little
do a
bit
lot of
of
that in Planet.
like last year you were protesting alone.
A lot,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. And so I saw a live stream that you did last week when there were two people, and also when you were protesting the other time. There were two women with you also. When did they start protesting with you? I'm sorry if I don't remember the name. I don't know what you.
It's okay.
No.
Oregon Valley Girl
Yeah,
and
it might be her
Melody,
husband.
Portland SP supporter. I can't
Oh
remember
yeah,
the
the
first time they
fantastic.
came
Yeah.
out, but it would have been
Hey guys.
sometime in summer because it was warm enough for us to be sprayed with the
Right.
water hose and not be like affected by it. So, yeah. So maybe
Oh,
June,
this is nice. I
July.
love these pictures. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here, that's the guy you collected. You say you collected.
Yes. Yeah, he was just a random guy and he was like, "Yeah, I've heard
Nice.
all about this thing." I think he's a veteran. He talked about the military being a cult. Um
Oh, okay.
yeah,
And I
he's
saw that
really
it's not here, but also an ex-CEO member went to visit you guys. So it was a lot of traffic there, people walking
yeah.
around, knowing that it was a cult. It
Yes.
was super nice. And I see that one of you has a very
And the lady in
yay.
the black shirt. We try to have fun, you know?
Of course. I mean, you already are dealing with a very tough situation, which is dealing with people who are brainwashed, and we know how much they're suffering, and
Exactly.
families that want to connect with them. So
Yep.
it's better to, and so you have, if you're going to be there so many hours and you're going to have to show it online, of course
That's
it's
Jenny.
great to have fun. That's
That's Jenny.
Jenny. Okay.
Yep. She showed up in her "You're in a cult" shirt. First protest. Good job, Jenny.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. And what do you do? Like, for example, you got the posters and the t-shirts. You guys do your own things, your own materials?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I brought the big whiteboard and I just wanted to activate some honks. So I just wrote honk, if cults suck. I did get a lot of honks that day. That was fun. Um
Nice.
I have painted a shirt before to kind of troll them that said something like autistic gay or autistic LGBTQIA plus psychiatrist on it. And then I do a lot of like chalk tech when my body allows me to, when I'm able to. And
Right.
prior
You did a
to
lot of
this
talk. I'm
protest,
gonna show it now.
yeah,
It's so beautiful. And we were
I
talking
was
today
sore.
in Mona's live stream about what type of
Yes.
messages can be outside. I want to stop here because it was super nice. And if for any of you guys who haven't been there, if you want to watch it, this was this morning's live stream, and Dylan was there, and he mentioned, or it was Mona who mentioned, it wouldn't it be nice if we have uh, messages of love, bombarded them with love. So
Yep.
here you have beautiful things said, and I think you also at one moment you mentioned Dylan's family, so it's super nice that
Yeah,
uh,
a lady was going
yeah.
in and I said, I mentioned Dylan's dad's name and she looked at me and she was like, yeah. And I'm like, can you tell him Dylan,
Oh,
his son loves him? And she goes, okay. And she smiled and went in. So I don't know if it was her TRs or if it was genuine. I don't know. She's a Scientologist. So
did you get her face on camera or something to see if Dylan
yes,
knows her? Oh, okay.
I
I was
did.
trying to look for it because you mentioned that here, and I just
I'll find
needed
it.
to scan the video.
I'll
Look at
find it.
this. Oh my God, this is like breaking my. Uh, it's so it's great to show. What I love about this type of talk is it was Audit who was saying we should show this type of thing also, because a lot of people are there to connect with the families, as we know. They go out there to connect with their families, or they want to see what's going on, as we saw in Miriam's
Yep.
in Denmark. There were many of them, and Lara sorry,
She
shows
smiled
up.
at me. She smiled and she said, "Okay,
That's the lady
hey,
who you
Miriam."
saw, yeah.
Yeah. So it
And
must have been just before that.
Oh, welcome
Or
but they
maybe
didn't, yeah.
maybe he hopped in the chat and I mentioned it. So it happened before that. I'm not sure
Oh,
which one. Yeah. She had very,
nice.
very short, like blonde or silver, hair, like a platinum kind of, I think.
it's so many of them that I never see them when I'm sitting
Okay,
here unless they're
I
Yeah.
am.
I'll
There you are.
find it and I'll send it to him and see if he knows her for sure.
Oh, that's super nice. And
Yep.
he also mentioned some postcards. So I have to go back because I had to go stop and rewatch what you guys do. You remember what you guys were discussing? The idea of sending postcards to
Yeah.
the CR members.
Yes. That's what we want to do. We just want to bombard them with postcards of loving messages.
Oh,
And
oh
they'll
now
probably get
okay.
tossed in the trash, but maybe the person who's taking the trash out will be like, what are all these postcards? And at least somebody will read them, you know?
You never know when you're gonna reach somebody, at what point of
Right.
their lives they are.
Yep.
I don't want to make it too long, but I don't know
Yeah.
if it's possible to make it, because I didn't know until you mentioned it somewhere else that you had saved a person, actually two, kind of. But last year, I think you saved a person from the cult. Can you tell us very quickly if it's possible? How was it? Like you were there alone and you saw
No,
somebody about to go in? No?
I was there with Melody and
Uh-huh.
OVG, Oregon Valley Girl.
Hmm.
And I kind of joke that we all have like different styles. OVG is very loud and, you know, likes the protests to be loud and likes to shout things. And I'm kind of like both. I can be quiet, I can be talking, I can yell, whatever. And
Yeah.
then Melody's sort of like the documentary person that just sits out front and films everything and is kind of quieter. Um, and so, yeah, this guy was going in there, and I was like, hey, why are you going in there? And he kind of ignored me. And then he came out a little while later, and I just was like, hey, can I talk to you? And we started talking, and they were trying to suck him in. They were trying to get
Oh
him
my God.
to the Purif. He needed rehab immediately. So we just exchanged information. I went on about my day and contacted him a little later, and then it was immediately going into like the research of where can he go, how can I help
Right.
him. And so I just, at the time, there was a lot of icky stuff with the foundations, and I just did it myself.
Right. Wow. Well,
And so
congratulations. Thank you so much from all of us because it's such a beautiful. Let me see if I can find the
I
applause.
did ask some people, like, you know, I wonder if they would help. And they were like, well, because he didn't grow up in it. And I thought because he was a
There is a
black
different,
poor
yeah,
man.
I know that like I don't know much about the whole situation and I prefer not to go into details on
Yeah.
that, but I do understand that they have a different style because of the way they did it. Apparently was to save people who had been there for a while, so it's like checking their people. It was not ready, as I understood, for what it would be like when you have all the time live streamers outside helping out or yelling because it wasn't like that before.
Right.
So for whatever reason, maybe they didn't thought of like what's going to happen if somebody blows and it's there. Or
Yeah.
I've trashed it the other day to just as you did like no, you don't want to go in. You're warning a person who doesn't want to go in, and what you do then.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are live. You're connected with the right people. You're connected to Scientology. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's great. Also, what you said, like, and just in case anybody is watching who's actually, I don't know, also behind the whatever. I don't think so. I don't have a big channel, but we're here for you, whatever you need.
Thank you.
And just send the postcards, right? Like
Yeah.
they can connect with you or whoever. I
Yep.
mean, not with you because I don't want to say. So
And
whoever is protesting their city, whoever they feel connected to, like it happened with
that's it. And
was it
that's why
Lance
everybody
fans? Oh
matters.
my God, I forgot. Yes, I don't remember the name of that kid, that young guy who connected with Steve Mango that also because he saw it online, he found something common, and we were there right away, and then the foundation
Yes.
stepped in. But it was great
Yep.
that he could do a post, and we were there to help. So anyway, going back to the video, I see these two ladies there, and let me see what you're saying because I don't understand. I mean, I see so many weird stuff. And
So
the other
weird.
week, I made a little bit of a video about the superpowers, and I don't understand what type of superpower is this. It's kind of weird, right?
They just
It's like
go,
There's John the Cowboy. Boy, they're all dressed up.
wait, let me go a little bit backwards.
Sm-
So you were approaching. I think it's gonna show up in a minute right now.
yeah.
Let me see.
and they just immediately like jump back as soon as they see me.
They were there like to open the door, close the door
Well,
from
Uh-huh.
you.
you're on candid camera.
I don't know which one.
There's John the Cowboy. Boy, they're all dressed up.
Who's John the Cowboy?
He's
John
the
the
guy that
Cowboy.
almost hit me with his little red car.
Oh, that's evil.
Yeah, he's an OT8. What do you expect?
This is weird.
Right. He was
Here he goes.
manifesting you to the other
Yeah.
Yeah,
dimensions.
hide, hide.
And
You're on candid
that's weird.
camera.
Like, look,
That was hilarious how they like,
what the
not
heck?
hilarious, like in a funny way, but in a that sad way.
That's what
Right.
Mona told
Like,
me to chalk.
oh, es una secta.
Mm-hmm.
So cute. So, And also, there's I don't know from which video he took it, but Dan Walks LA also made a short this week where he showed a lady who was, she saw him and she moved to the side like whoop, like swoop, and it was very similar to this one. So if you guys can see it, that's pretty funny in a sad way, as we know. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
We should
to
probably
this other
click.
video, which is I think, oh, this one shows more of the people who are going in. So
That
I
shows,
think I'm going to put the
yeah.
volume up. And you guys tell me, like, I'm very sorry. I don't, I'm reading the chat, but
Yeah.
this is, I guess, tough. I expect so many people.
I'm sorry, chat.
Yeah, I love you all. And as I don't know if you could hear what I said.
I love you all and keep on keeping on.
Yes, the Journey 2020. John the Cowboy is John Kirchum, and he's also one of the founders of the Delphian School in Sheridan, Oregon.
Okay. So he's not like a baby, is OTA for real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Everybody here, Journey has so much information. I don't know how she does it.
I have a
I
question
think,
for the Journey.
do we want to, let me see. I'm going to open, yeah, send a question. I mean, you have a question right now?
For the Journey 2020, I was looking up and I thought I found that there's a mission in downtown Portland. If you could confirm or deny that. I don't know if it's old. Sometimes when you're searching, the old ones that have closed or moved somewhere else, they'll still show up. But if you know that information, that would be awesome. Thank you. Cowboy
Journey is our encyclopedia. Cowboy B Boots Tilty. Have you seen the email? I sent you an email. I'm going to send a link here, but I have sent you an email to join. So this would be a nice moment to segue into that part. Tilty, here's the link.
Thank you, the Journey.
And yeah, that's just okay.
Journey,
what do you mean? No, we need some tilty energy. We need some scallywag energy. Like, we don't have enough, right? All right. If you want to, if you don't want to, you don't want to. If somebody else wants to join, happy to see what we can do, right? If we can handle it. I am trying to handle anything, and the public wants you. Now, I'm gonna go while Tilty decides what to do, and everybody else convinces her.
I think you're doing a great job.
Sorry?
I think you're doing a great job. And I'm sorry
Do my
I didn't
best.
send any like specific clips. I kind of went into like a shutdown last week, and there was about 3 days where I didn't talk to anyone or look at any social media or anything like that. So I just didn't get around to like clipping specific things. Sorry about that.
Please don't be sorry. Please don't be sorry. On the contrary, I sent a very restrictive, a retentive, long list of things to do that I knew nobody would do. But I thought if somebody wants to take this seriously, they're going to try to do at least 50% of this. So, and then I also was kind of freaking out, like if I do a live stream, I don't want more people, I don't know, freaking out. So I thought, okay, maybe if we have 10 people, but now we have, okay, now we have, I think 23. Okay, let's go to the this video in particular. You keep telling us. All right.
Okay.
We are. Oh my God, time passes fast. Yeah.
Uninhabited islands.
More people are coming
I
here.
knew it was tonight, just like last year.
Yeah. Everybody's coming in for this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I told you they'd be coming in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at this.
No,
she
no,
can
once
barely
they start
walk.
streaming it, I'm like, oh, okay.
Over there, this one can barely walk. It's sad. Yeah.
These are public, right? People who are public who keep going and going and giving their money.
Yep.
Nice.
Look at them. They can barely walk.
I mean,
look at this. Can barely
you know,
walk.
being ironic.
It just breaks my heart. It's shocking.
Oh, a locked door at a place of business with over 40 employees. I would say that's a fire code violation.
They're coming in heavy.
Did you go to the fire department? You were mentioning about calling the fire department.
We did not, but we're gonna start looking into like how to notify, and I don't know. Yeah, just any way to bring them down.
Yeah, whatever works.
I've been
Whatever
mocking
works.
up my own reactive mind all along, and I'm just not doing it anymore. You're welcome.
How much money did they save?
Most of these people are just trying to go clear. This building they don't
Okay, once they started it.
give any OT
Nice.
level.
I've been mocking up my own reactive mind all along, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. Clear cog. Have fun at your dead leader's birthday party.
Hello,
You
Tilty,
can
and
go.
That was a little snarky of me. I need to watch my tone. I know.
Ron's
well, you were
gone,
singing.
baby. Ron's gone.
Hey,
Non-selfless. Oh, this.
good to see you.
I have been
Here we have
Hello.
more people.
mocking
So
up my
those
own
look like kind of young, right?
reactive
Like the
mind
guys,
all
I was
along,
like,
and I'm just
that looks
not
like a new generation. I don't know if they're going with a
anymore.
family or.
Cognition,
The guy with
you
the
want it?
dreads,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I
Wow, those
don't
people
understand
were
how
going in
black
too.
people could set foot in that building.
All the Scientos are out tonight. Watch out, people. The cult members are out.
I was a little riled up at that point.
Yeah, I think you were like
I
I
was there
imagine
for
like.
it.
I was like,
Well, you
wow,
have
I
to have
haven't
all
seen.
stages. Yeah.
And they
Rika
were
went full
How are you?
slops.
messages. They were definitely reading the
Sorry.
message.
The people who were entering, they were walking around, they were reading. They were not covering their face like it's a like they're gonna get a pneumonia or anything, right? It's good
Some
to
of
know.
them. And then some of
Oh,
them
okay,
do
okay.
a weird thing where, like, when they see us out there, they try
Yeah.
to, like, walk nonchalantly, like they're not about to just run in there. And they'll, like, look at their phone or make a fake phone call. And then if you turn your head, they'll run in there really quick. But they almost walk past it to try to trick you, and then they'll dip in there. It's so weird. It's very
They do
odd.
that. I've seen it in BigBlue also. Like they start like, oh, they're talking on the phone in Chicago, everywhere. I
Yeah.
don't know if Matt is here. He was here.
What they
ago.
do is that, like John Ralphio Saperstein, like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, trying to get into the building. But you know what? You're fucking suspicious.
It's so sus. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I disappeared from my own studio. Yeah, sorry. You were saying, Tilty, what they do, and I lost it.
I'm not doing the dance again.
Oh, you
Don't
did it!
be
Oh my
sus-
God, I missed the best. I'm gonna add Journey. Hello, Journey.
Oh, yay!
Hello, Laura. Oh my God. Matt, do you wanna? Oh, you left Journey.
Laura.
Do you wanna come over, Matt, and tell us about your experience with the Dodgers, the ones who dodge?
Matt is allowed to tell his story as long as he's resting while he does it.
What do you mean? I saw in ADVOCACY today. Matt, what
He's
were you doing
pushing it.
there? When do you
He's
rest?
pushing it, bud.
Yeah, you can't save the world unless you take care of yourself, honey. I mean, I'm sorry that I say honey. I mean it in a good way. I mean it in a good
He's
way.
driving, he's mowing.
Okay, the journey's back.
Hello,
I'm sorry,
Journey.
my
Oh,
hair
I
is crazy
have
because it's
behind
raining.
you. You have all the. Sorry, guys. I do not used to even talk myself. So if I have more people, I also am gonna freak out. Welcome. So you were saying something about you came over to answer to Rika about the Portland or something else you wanted to comment on
Yeah.
the videos on the week.
So Rika, you found missions that I did not have on my map.
Oh, wow.
There are 3 closed.
Oh, okay.
All attempting to open the Portland mission.
Okay, I
So
figured it out.
what usually happens when they do an ideal, they have to close that mission. They attempted 3 different addresses that I did not have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Teamwork, making the dream work.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, that doesn't sound familiar to me, like the Portland, but I
Okay.
didn't want to say anything before I
Yeah.
was positive. And then I was like, I don't have these on my map.
Yeah, I hopped in one of your live streams last night, and or not last night, but one night, maybe last week or week before, and I asked that question, but I don't think you saw my comment, and then I like fell asleep. So I was like,
Oh,
ask the journey.
sorry.
That's okay. No worries.
But yeah, no, how Google works, you have to specifically put in an area and then keep trying in different areas.
Mhm.
And it has not popped up everything that I know I could find. And it's just
The
it's
age dynamic.
incredible to me how much is actually on the maps versus not on the maps, because I'll find an address on a list or something specifically like their tax exempt EIN number, and I'm like, you're not at that address. So yeah, so yay,
So
found 3 closed.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for answering me, and I'm glad I could help you add 3 more closed.
Isn't it like the journey? Also the journey, I want to email you about my islands mission. Okay. Because I have a couple questions about it, and I'm going to be able to go down there soon, and see if that's the right spot. Because I've seen conflicting addresses. So
There's I'm sorry, my island.
No. On the island that I live on, we have a mission.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have not heard of that place.
I talk too fast.
No, it's okay. Yeah, no, I've been usually when I'm stuck in another country with how to verify, I'm like, I don't know how to verify this. So I'm like, I like it when it's local, and I was like, I could totally look up this address and who owns it. Yeah. So cool. I saw that a lot of people are gonna come on, so I'm excited.
Oh, do you want me to leave? I can leave.
No, I can.
Are you kidding me? You're here to present your week.
The dynamic is the urge to work.
Okay, I want to know why you're freaking out when this is great. What's going on? What, you don't want me to show it? I won't show it.
No, go ahead. I mean, go ahead. This is the whole thing. I'm cringing at myself.
Oh, Tilty, don't cringe. I love it. I love all that.
I love it because I don't know how I would like this. Everything that this guy writes or wrote, I don't think he's writing anymore, but we never know, right?
So what happened was we were reading the literature, and it honestly it was breaking us. It was breaking our brains. Like, it was actually having, like, if it was a video game, we'd be taking psychological damage. Like, it was like we were losing stamina daily just by having so many of his words. And the amount of times this guy uses the word thrust, okay? It's just not right. It's just not right. Like, he's turned thrust into the new moist. Like, he uses thrust so vigorously that it is now, like, softened moist into a pleasurable word. Like, anyway, he's a literacy vampire, as Fluffer so eloquently puts it. So what happened was we decided that it's broken now, where my brain is broken, and now it's just going to take these things and change them to what he's trying to say. And this is the list that just got written down.
You think his brain, he actually had this in mind, but he wanted to sound so like because he talked like that.
Yeah. Well, he had to make it sellable. He had to make it marketable. But this is cutting through the bullshit. The paragraphs of one sentence with 19 colons in it. Guy likes a colon.
Okay. You guys warned us that our brain is going to turn into mush or whatever else what was it. So I'm just going to play this clip, and I apologize in advance to whoever. It's a joke. So
this is a bit.
Let's see.
Preface: this is a bit. This is a joke. This is playing.
Nobody's gonna get offended by just
this is gadfly. This is comic relief. This is
We needed this.
Yeah.
We need the paintings. We need the colors. It's beautiful paintings, and also we need the jokes because otherwise our brain is going to explode.
It's the
As you
urge
said.
towards existence as infinity.
That's number 8.
Infinity.
That's number 8. Infinity.
Just
Okay.
endless urge.
All right. So
Did you
you
ever
do it
notice
like
that the infinity symbol looks like a butt? Okay, anyway. This also identified the supreme being. This can be called
No, it
infinity
isn't.
or God
What
dynamic.
using? I don't want to get into this. I'm sorry. It goes
Fluffer goes
Okay, so
insane. Fluffer
the
doesn't
8th
want to like.
dynamic is God's butt. Mhm.
Fluffer is like, what are you saying?
Now, summed up for you, the 8 dynamics of Scientology.
Yes,
This is all you
he's
need
a
to know.
pervert.
Now you can talk to any Sciento and know exactly where they're at.
Okay, so
I mean,
do you think protesters can go to the if you ever recover from laughing, do you think protesters can go to
First
the
dynamic, existence as oneself, individuality. 2, sex
they
of
can
Jack
say this?
Parsons, aka minor focus on breeding.
Okay, so what's the deal with? Do you think they have like he was in love with Chuck Parsons or something like that, or it was just like they?
Absolutely. Okay, so we need to have a panel where Fluffer, Selfless, Holly, and I and ChatGPT using psychiatrist created analyzers to completely articulate how his repressed, unrequited love for Jack Parsons is the reason so many people are suffering in Scientology. Like, if he had just taken that rocket ride, none of us would be here.
Yeah. Oh my God. So really? Okay. So
You don't watch a
I want to
guy
hear.
for 12 days in a row unless he's the one in your heart. I mean, like,
They put
look at
a
this,
girl in the
right?
middle.
He
They put a
wishes
woman
that
in
he
the
was. He can't. He would write fan fiction about himself and Jack like sailing the high seas. Like, I can't. Anyway, continue.
Oh my God! Look at what. All right, like I saw, and I'm gonna jump now to if you yeah, I think it's here. This is a project that showed up. No, come on, it's all good.
it's not like the Joneses, is it? The Jones,
Yeah,
the Smith.
you're killing it.
No.
All right, so you made this Dianetic first draft, which was like a Valentine's Day, the burn book, right?
Okay. Well, basically, what I originally meant for it to be was, when you're like a 12-year-old and you've got those thin notebooks that you're writing in, and you have like your homework kind of slotted in the sides and falling out, and you open it up, and this is your, do not read, private. Xenu is my daddy. I wrote 1958, which means that he was 46 years old when he would have made this, because he is forever a 12-year-old girl in my brain.
Hey, Matthew.
Matt, please pay attention to the road. I'm freaking out right now. We love you.
I am. Sorry.
Take care.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. We just want. We're here. This is a secret intervention for your health. We were here pretending to recap. We were here pretending to recap, and actually, we're here to do an intervention because we want you to be healthy and fine. So, how are you?
No,
How are
I'm
you
healthy.
lately?
I'm healthy. It's just, if the doctor said this surgery is a lot easier than putting the stimulator in. There's no recovery. Well, there is recovery time, but I can do normal activities. So I can run around and do my thing.
I just don't want you to push it.
I am. I'm taking it easy though. I'm going crazy not being able to do anything, because I have to get out there and do things, and just, if I don't, I'll even really go crazy. So that's my way of keeping
Shatner's
focused.
here. Amy, do you want to come over?
I love doing yard work. I love pulling weeds. I love doing it all. I like labor.
If we find out you're pushing it, we're gonna send Witch Share over to give you a wet willy.
Oh, please don't.
We know you love. I mean, it's gonna be forever. This intervention requires more people, and we're gonna grab in person. And if Amy wants to show up, let me know, Amy, and I drop the link to continue. Oh, okay, Amy, you're eating. I hope you're enjoying your meal, and thank you for being here. What let me say, Amy, say you listen to your body. Okay, listen to your body. I have to figure out how to change the setting here so I don't cover your face. I'm very sorry, Matt.
That's okay.
I had
And
to.
I just
Yeah, no,
basically
wait.
I wanted to pop on and say, let's go. Thank you very much for doing all what you're doing with these clips and everything, putting it together, the editing. It's amazing. No one's done it like this, so thank you very much for that.
It is. Seconded.
That's what I wanted. That's the main reason why I wanted to pop on. What you're doing is great, and we appreciate that. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
For me, thank you very much for doing that. You're covering it better than other people are covering it. And I'm not pointing people out, I'm just saying in general. You're doing a great job.
No, you're just doing a very good job, and it's making people feel good, and that's great.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I wish I could show you guys. I'm driving right by the Winter Nationals right now.
Sorry. Oh my God. If you don't mind, Tilty, I'm gonna before Matt.
That's fine.
We want Matt to be safe, so I'm gonna go straight to this point. You've been this is a real moment. This gentleman you've been documenting, he is I don't know how old he is. He has been around with his back all bent and doing a lot of heavy labor. And but yesterday was this week. You found him and you talked to him, right? And he told you his name. That was
he told me his name, yeah.
Right. Let's check it out.
He said hi to me before in the past. He says hi to me before in the past, but I've never asked him his name. That was the first time he told me his name. And
we matter to our families, our communities. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Don't believe me? Think about
we're talking about this gentleman.
Right. My name's Nancy. What's your name?
I think that's this one. Is that the same guy? I think.
No, this is a total different guy. This guy worked. No, it's a different guy.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is the same guy we see on film a lot. It is the same one we see on film a lot. Yes, this is this guy.
Right. I think you have documented him pushing all his carts, and so there's another one. Oh, there's several that are talking to you. Yeah.
He's always working. This one is always working, pushing heavy stuff, and just it's sad to be there and see it in real person is sad, and I don't like to see that. Any of them.
I imagine.
Any of them.
No compromise.
Rika left, but
and likely very little rest.
Hey George, do you have any family on the outside you'd like us to contact and let them know you're doing
that's
all
right,
right?
George.
You matter.
No.
We matter.
All right. Regardless, I'm here every day, George. My name's Matthew. You have a beautiful day, sir. Take care.
How small it is, we can help someone navigate their livelihood, their dreams.
Just know you got people on the outside that care and love you very much.
One of us matters.
Yeah, I've got a lot of clips with him.
Yeah, this is great because I mean, I haven't been able yet to watch the last interview from Mike to his mother, Mike Brown, and I want to hear what she has to say about the asbesto and the work that she did, and to see if we can connect whatever it is that these people are doing. Because I wanted to put together some clips about the people who seem to be on the RPF, and whether it's elderly people or other people who run away when they see you. There's another clip of Jacob being there, and he didn't know exactly what was going on. And some guy was also running when he saw him. And we see security guards around them. So it's still it's so
security
difficult
guards have been around a lot more lately. I've seen more and more security guards lately on their bikes, and a couple of new ones. There's 2 new ones I haven't seen in a long time. I've never seen.
It would be interesting to see, compare everything that's happening. What's happening? So much is happening in Blue, and it's you and which share. Who else is going? Like Jacob was there a little bit the other day. Somebody else is going.
Griselda.
Oh, okay.
Griselda,
Yeah, Griselda was
been
there.
walking around she does good work. She's out there catching things, and
yeah, I think she's like Bliss. I think that's the one.
Grizz Bliss.
Yeah, and yeah. So it would be like, and I also have some things that. Okay, so jump real quick, and Tilty, you're not off the hook. So please stay.
I'm almost home.
What's going on with that chimney, or how's it called? Like
I
I've
call it
been
a
checking.
smokestack.
Yeah.
Smokestack, chimney. I mean, any of
Are
those.
they are they getting rid of it? Are they destroying it now?
They're taking it all the way down completely. It's unsafe.
Right.
Completely
Okay.
unsafe.
After like 6 months, they're
Yes, and apparently that we got on camera that gentleman that told me he worked on putting up those beams, and he was in the RPF.
yeah. Like I'm
Was
gonna
just
show you.
shocking. I mean, that's a lot of OSHA violations, I would assume. No permits getting up there and putting those gentlemen up there without probably the proper equipment. I've done a
Probably
little
no
bit of
first aid.
construction. I know a little bit more than I wouldn't do that without a permit.
Yeah,
Horrifying.
absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna put together. I just need time to because I found some confident Chris videos from the time that there was a couple of Sea Org members there, and I don't know if it's the same guy, so I wanted to check. And here's some info from the journey, and I'm not gonna get distracted as everybody does. All right. So
You're doing a good job.
thank you, Matt, for being there. Actually, it's so good to see everything, like every detail. It's insane, it's surprising, and I'm pretty sure that the families are paying attention, and every time that we call, or I don't call that much, but everybody who's calling the meetings is using your footage and other people's footage to talk about what's happening there. And we've been seeing from LA that there's a lot of there have been a lot of emails also that are not online from the callers. So
and
let's see.
YRB's been doing a lot behind the scenes. YRB, she's been doing great. Sends me a lot of emails telling me, look at this, here's where we're going with this. I'm not going to put it out there in public because I don't want anyone to know what's going on, but she's doing a lot of things that takes a lot of work.
Yada, yada, yada. Really good work.
I appreciate YRB for that. I mean, she's doing it all on her little cell phone. She doesn't have a tablet. She doesn't have a computer.
Wow.
That's hard. That's a lot. Yeah.
It's tough. To doing all these emails.
She gets some credit for that. My goodness.
I'm going to jump to another project.
Yep.
So you have the project of the serious stuff that can put people's life in danger, which is the building falling apart. And yeah, she's a force. I love Yvonne. Is Yvonne, right? She's amazing. Yeah. And I love to hear it call also. So
Amy's another one. Amy's another force.
Yes. Amy, Gigi,
everybody that participates.
I was just going to say, I think it's safe to say that everybody here is a certified force in their own right. 100%. And everyone over the last year has really taken the time to come into their own, their own footing. And it's been incredibly beautiful to watch all of the growth. Like it's been uncomfortable at times, but overall,
even with the negativity,
absolutely beautiful.
Even with the negativity,
absolutely.
And without it was perfect, it wouldn't have been right. If everything's all perfect, then it wouldn't have been a real world.
Exactly. And the real connections withstand the honest communication and the work that it takes to get to these places.
Worldwide.
So, exactly, as Rika said, growth is uncomfortable, and the important part is that everybody's got that spark in them to keep moving forward together, and it's incredible.
Right. 100%.
I love to see how people start jumping from the chat to do activism, and because everybody like has their own life, and we cannot be there all the time everywhere. So we need to rotate a bit. And yeah, here's the summary of everybody who's doing calling. A lot of people are calling, and I don't want to forget anybody. And we have a new guest here in the panel channel. I don't want to call it panel channel because it's I wish I love David B and I don't want to
David Bunt, who hates my waterfall.
I don't know. You got a beef with him, a love-hate relationship that I don't understand. Because I'm missing a lot of live streams. But,
it's a bit. It's okay.
So before we jump into another project that Tilty has put together and that is related to that beautiful red book that is there, Miriam,
I'm gonna jump off.
Yes.
Because I'm coming into. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm gonna jump off, but I appreciate you very much, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
I'm gonna probably lose reception here,
love
so that's why
you.
I'm worried. I don't want to just go blank. Thank you guys. I'll talk to
Go
you guys later.
rest. Bye-bye.
Keep your
Thank you
eyes
for
on the
coming.
horizon, Matt.
So how are you, Miriam? You made it. I wasn't sure that the timing change in Europe, and I was like, oh no, just the same day I'm gonna live stream, and I was just very confused. And somebody told me at 2 in the morning. So thank you,
No,
thank you, thank you.
yeah, yeah. I thought I'd just hop on quickly also because I don't know how much content I'll be doing in the coming weeks.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so I'm with my mom. She has cancer and she's getting operated next
Oh,
week. So my protesting is a little bit on the break right
of
now.
course,
So
Mom takes
yeah,
priority. All
yeah,
of
of
our
course.
strength
yeah,
with Mom.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So I'll do what I can when I can, and yeah, I just thought I'd just come here and say hi. And I actually sent you one clip as well. I don't know if you had any, but I sent
I'm
you
gonna look
one.
it up. I'm gonna look it up if I manage to do more than one thing at the same time. Because
Yeah,
I
it was
actually have
kind of
several
last minute.
emails. Oh yeah, and I was worried that, oh, here's a clip. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna share the clip. Let me see if I can share
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I just want to point out. Can I say something before you show the clip?
Right. So here's a clip. Can you hear me?
We can hear
What
you. I just
happened?
wanted to say something.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, sorry, because I what happened? Why are you laughing? I'm
Not
confused.
what happened.
Yes. I don't know. Like, you wanted to say something. Do you want me to show the clip right now, or do you want you to say something first?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something first. I just misunderstood you because you said you were going to show the clip, and I was like, well, okay then.
Oh, I'm very
Yeah.
sorry. I'm very sorry.
No. It's okay. It's okay. It's just because we had this birthday protest with a lot of people a couple of weeks ago now, and it didn't go quite as planned because the celebration was not there, and they tried everything they could to, keep people away from us. But then the following Friday, they actually did have the birthday party, and this clip is from there. And it shows a little bit the kind of tactics that they like to do when they want to keep us away or silence us. So there's very loud music. There's very how do you say? They do this kind of fake laugh to try and diminish what you're saying, and yeah, I was very upset there. But on this clip, I'm not too upset. But you can hear what's going on in the background if we're quiet.
So what you're saying is like they changed the date of the birthday because they
No,
wanted to avoid you guys. No? Oh,
no, they didn't change the date, but it was just because we didn't know which date it was gonna be, because they are
okay.
always changing the date. Yeah. So
Well,
we managed.
and then
We managed. Hmm?
yeah, they did the loud thing with the neighbors were complaining or something. Do you know?
I don't think so. The music was only on for like 20 minutes, half an hour or something
Oh,
like
okay,
that. And
okay.
they turned it off as soon as the police came. But it's just it's just a little clip.
All right, let me see if I learn how to all right, so what am I sharing? Am I sharing? Am I sharing? No. Am I sharing? Am I sharing?
You're sharing Matt's clip.
Yes. Yeah, we see
No,
Matt's
then
clip.
I'm not sharing. Wait, and then why am I removing this? Oh, here we are. Okay. Do you
Nice.
see
Glamour
what I
shot.
see? Sorry, Miriam.
Exactly.
Here we are.
Hit that like because I don't know if they're gonna do some kind of copyright strike on me. But we're here and we're being seen and we're being heard by everyone. And tomorrow I might not be able to speak anymore, but today I will say that Scientology is dangerous and harmful. There's someone really trying to do tone 40, but it's totally 1.1. What? Cats, hit that.
All right.
Did you hear
So
that
what is
laugh in the background?
I did. It was so bad. It was so forced.
I didn't hear anything,
Yeah.
but I'll pick it up again. I'll pick it up. They were laughing like pretend to be happy. Oh my God. And that was the
It was
tone
like
40 you
Yeah.
were mentioning?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like I could see all the teeth in his mouth, and he
like
actually
that is
did
a
that
very
also when I.
forced laugh.
Yes, and he did the same laugh when I was telling him about Miriam Francis. That was the same reaction.
that's
So
disgusting.
yeah, it's totally
Yeah.
disgusting.
I'm
All
chill.
right.
I'm really calm about it. I'm really chill. I'm really chilled
Hello.
out.
Oh my
I
God.
was not. I was not. That was, if anyone wants to go and see that protest, it's only an hour. But I did, everything. I laughed. I did the ugly cry. I did everything because it was such a frustrating situation. So yeah, a lot of feelings there.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Laura,
sorry. I
they
have
should
very
be
high
applying the
connection.
condition of emergency right now. In their pants.
Oh my God. Well, Miriam, look at this. This is awesome. Miriam has all the tone 40. uh,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah,
well, thank you for
yeah. I
being
was.
there. Thank you for everything you've been doing. I mean, you've been a force, and the fact that you're dealing with these personal issues and while doing so
Mm,
much, everybody
mm,
is so appreciated. So
thank you.
thank you for all of this and for being here. And everyone here sending love and the best wishes and prayers. If they wish to pray at all, that we will be thinking about you and sending all the love to your mom.
Thank you. I think
And
we're gonna need it next week. So yeah, thank you so
yeah,
much.
yeah, we'll be there for you. So
Thank
and of
you.
course, don't feel like you said, well, I won't be able to do this or that. Like you don't need to do it. I mean, I mean, no one. I mean, what do I know? I'm not even sure my face. So you don't need to listen to
Yeah,
me,
but
but I think most people will agree. Most people will agree that this is volunteer work. This is we do it because we want to do it. This we love to help other people. We feel we feel for the victims and we want to end this thing, this cult. So it's
yeah,
not an obligation. It's just a passion.
Also, I just wanted to say something that DOA spoke of a while back, and about how the individual protesters are a lot like a flock of geese flying, and how they fly is one takes the lead and maintains the current for everybody, and then when that one gets tired, it kind of falls back and another one takes its place, and that's how we all kind of need to go. When one starts to need to take a step back for something that's going on in their life, it doesn't mean that you're not contributing anymore. It just means that you're taking your little break and someone else is gonna, it's all
Yeah.
keeping it moving and flowing together. It's all, you just need to do what you need to do.
yeah, yeah.
And we just
I'll
appreciate and
try
adore
and
you. So
yeah, I'll try and take it easy. Next week is probably gonna be the toughest, but I still want to keep on going. So it's not like I'm gonna stop. Totally the opposite.
I hope I could, like, I wish I could hug you right now. I feel like a
Aw,
virtual hug. I think you're feeling the virtual hug from everyone here. And
thank you so
if you want to
much.
tell us how things are going on, if not, just everybody has their life. So
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll see you around. Maybe while you're waiting or something, you'll be in the chats and
yeah,
and
sure.
yeah. It's funny how
Yeah,
we find each other, all of us, 100 times a day in chats, and we had to say hello to everyone again. And we don't have to say hello, but I feel like I have to say hello. Sometimes I don't talk because I already say hello like 3 times. So I started being a lurker because I apologize because I feel like it's a lot of work to I don't know,
yeah,
just I'm a very cynical person. There's so much love here, and I know there's also a dark side, but we're just gonna focus on the good one.
yeah.
So
Totally,
now,
totally. Yeah.
speaking of cool stuff, again, I'm gonna show Tilty's project. So what is a burn book? I don't understand what a burn book is. Oh, sorry, it's not my first language. Don't be afraid.
Okay, so there's a movie called Mean
Okay, yeah.
Girls.
Whatever.
Oh,
And
okay,
You
okay.
pick up those little white paper bags.
Yeah.
You can
and
actually make that
Regina
into
George makes this book where they insult all the people in the school that they don't like. And so Fluffer and Rika had the idea of making, because based on this, making a version of that for L. Ron Hubbard, having all of the
Can't we all send
all
our
of the
bits? Can we all send our bits to you?
I'm not alive. My partner just got so mad that someone didn't know what Mean Girls was that he just turned around
Oh,
outraged.
well, she's right, and I'm very sorry. I apologize. Like, let's see, I have the banner here. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because, and again, this is my
No,
opinions.
no.
My opinions is that I haven't seen Mean Girls, and I know I lost my young age by not seeing it. I think I've seen it. It's just I've seen it.
It's just because
I've
it's
seen
his
Mean Girls.
favorite movie, and he was like, "What?"
Oh, sorry. It's I thought it was a woman.
No, his
Yeah, I
hair's just really
apologize
long.
again. Okay. I apologize again. So okay, so yeah, I remember that. She was speaking crap about other people, and then somebody found the book. And
Yeah,
then
they'd be
it
like,
became, see,
like
I've seen
Regina
it.
George is a fugly bitch, right? But this one,
Oh.
this is like his diary of like, it's like the page of the journal, like I did the lines and stuff, so it's like this is his like daydreams while he's trying to listen in class or trying to write the first draft of
Oh.
Dianetics. And what he ends up writing is just like, Jack, take me on a rocket ride, Mr. Lafayette Parsons, Mr. and Mr. Parsons, I caught you a feisty bass. That was my dad's line. He wanted me to write that one down. And then there's like, get Sarah out of the picture, just me and Jack on the high seas, flip my yacht, baby, set sail for romance with a bunch of exclamation points with hearts as the, you know. And then there's an acrostic poem with the word thrust, because as I've stated before, he has an unhealthy obsession with the word thrust, especially in terms of Jack. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the part where I heard you can start a new project.
Page. Everybody could send me a page, and I could
That's
make
right.
the burn book.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about postage, like me being all tight.
That would be so cool, though. Like, even if I got a scan and I could print it, or a photo and I could print it.
Yeah. Just anything for the scrapbook. Like, if you went out and you found like a Dianetic leaflet and you could just doodle whatever on it.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Like if you found one of those like things that says, "Are you your own problem?" or "Are you your own biggest problem?" and then you could write L or H to himself, you know?
Oh, I get it now. So those will be his thoughts, right? So we can send you like our ideas of what he's really thinking.
Yeah, and then like internalized hatred, like kind of. But I think I say more things.
Okay, let me see. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm so excited. This is biggest problem, and then you could write L or H to himself, you know? Or Sarah's my biggest problem. There's so many things we could do, and like so many people who we didn't like that we could make pages for, and it's just so good. I'm so excited. This is gonna be a really.
I'm sorry, I just cut it
Fluffer's
there.
reaction to my brain spiral. I'm sorry, Fluffer, and thank you for putting up with me.
Yeah, well, you help each other. I mean, you need to have somebody who be different. Like a friend is also a critic, or you can hear her tone. Oh, look who's
Their
here!
tone.
Hello, Judy.
Hi,
Nobody's
Judy.
behind. Nobody's behind.
Hi, Judy. Love
All right.
Judy.
So whoever wants to send the parts of the burn book to Tilty, how do we do it? We send you emails. We send you pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like, if someone like was a critic, like if you could be like, or someone who blew like, oh, he could write a page about how he didn't like, Mike Rinder, or he could write a page about this psychiatrist is the devil, but not the kind of devil that I like with Jack Parsons, stuff like that, right?
That sounds cool. Okay.
Just basically like petty teenage
Petty tough hero.
girl diary comedy.
I like it. And I think it could be, I mean, maybe it could be how liberating for next Scientologists. Maybe they just if they want to, it's a way of insulting with creativity. You don't need to insult like saying names or whatever. It's just being creative. I want to audit LA. I want her to write some stuff because she's so cool at writing. I don't know if you have read her comedy. She's hilarious. So I can only imagine how awesome it would be.
There are so many funny people. Hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. And all right, so I'm going to go back to a question. So Amy was asking where I am. I speak Spanish. I am from South America, but I am living in Europe. And I've been speaking English because I have to work in English and stuff like that. So getting used to it. But sometimes when I go, when I Haggis is what is she saying? Audit with right. Yeah, we would. I mean, I don't have a.
You know those like romance novels you see in the grocery store checkout where it's like a guy on the front of the bow of a ship, and then there's like a girl going, oh, but it would be Jack Parsons without a shirt, and then Lafayette wearing a stupid little hat, like, oh, and it would be like,
that would be his daydream, right? That's the thing, yeah. I actually I read the have you guys read the, I think you have, right? Like this biography by a journalist, Barefaced Messiah, and there's a whole chapter of his relationship with Jack Parsons, and I was freaking out. Like I don't take that type of thing as a joke. I mean, it was like things that they did there. It was like, okay, that was very close. Like they put a woman in the middle and they were trying to bring the Antichrist to Earth. So it's not a joke. There was like a real horror story there.
I miss those 12 days.
Yeah, he got the girl and then he ditched her and then he left her without the kid. He got married. He was married. Like his life story is incredible, insane. 12 days straight doing the thing with the lady to get the Antichrist on her. Oh my God. Okay, guys, if you haven't, go get the book. And I want to catch up with Jamie's book. Miriam, you did an interview with Jamie, right?
Yes.
Do you know when his book is coming out? Jamie
it's coming in the summer. I think it's July, I think.
I think it's coming out like July, August, depending on the store and the location. It's also referenced in Falling from a Pink Cloud by Michel Francoeur.
Okay.
Francoeur.
Oh yeah, you also interviewed him, right? Yeah. Yeah, guys, if you can check the interview with Jamie and the interview with Michelle, and also T made an interview with Michelle, and they had some incredible story. I read the first lines of Jamie's book on Amazon, and I also had the chills. And it was I think he is a great writer, so I can't wait. And he's going to do press releases and press junkets. That'd be amazing because he's going to get it all out. July, Fluffer says. I see Fat Grammys here. Hello, Mona. Thank you for coming over. All right, so my next, and I'm gonna try. Like, I would love to talk forever, but it's been an hour and 50 minutes, and I cannot believe it. And I know that Brigitte has a life in a everybody else.
Carla, I will check out now. So
right,
love
have
to
a
you
nice
all.
good night.
Thank you. Bye,
Much
Tilty.
love, Miriam.
Bye, Carla.
We love you.
Love you too.
And
Bye.
have a great week, and
Thank
we'll
you.
be there for you in prayers.
Thank you.
And yes, Brigitte has. Wait, what I was doing? No, I wanted to say this. Adrian says, "Thank you, Adrian, for coming." Brigitte is doing a live stream, and I think it was at 10 o'clock my time, so it would be in like 45 minutes. So I'm going to jump. I don't think Audit LA could make it. I invited her, and she told me about this particular case. I don't know if you guys, how many of you are following the council meetings? So if anybody wants to come over here, I'm going to drop the link again. And I'm going to show some clips of this particular council meeting this week, where Mr. Goat Puppet performed a stunt with the goat, and Audit also did her thing. So Mona, if you want to come over, anybody? Oh yeah, with Dodge. That's right, Amy.
I can pop out so you can
Brigitte
show
is gonna
these
do an
clips.
interview. If you want to, but as you, oh, you're right, because you do your live streams at the same time that the meetings. So you guys are not kind of following the meetings.
Yeah, I want to watch these.
Okay. Oh no, thank you, Rika, for coming over. I'm just hilarious that I started talking and nobody was listening. I felt like I'm talking to myself, and it was actually like that. And hello, Sam. And I'm going to start doing the roll call that I hate when people do. So anyway, I'm going to jump to the audit videos because it's like a sport that's happening here. And who wants to come over to talk with me about the council meetings? Is the third item of the week. Is we usually do protests, art.
I'm not smart enough for this part, so I'm gonna check out and
It's not
let
gonna
the
be smart.
adults
It's gonna
talk.
be like, you want to watch the video first. I'm gonna show something that Audit didn't send, but then I'm gonna show. I want to show you what for those who have never watched what a council meeting is the opposite of what you think it is. It's called council meetings, and I'm gonna show you the video. In the meantime, wait, this has to go with music. I'm gonna show this little video that I made last night if you guys want to hear it. And in the meantime, let's see who wants to come over and talk about the meetings, and then we'll wrap it up.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming over. Love you. So, thank you. It's so cute. And I'm gonna have your little boat. So ready to
I know,
sail.
I'm so excited about that.
Send you a kiss. Bye. See you. There we are. In the meantime, I'm going to show little, this is very chunky, I don't know if the word's chunky, clumsy video that I made because I think it's funny. There's a recap of the last 2 weeks of what's going on in the city of LA. So here we are.
He's pissed. And it's not filmed or videoed or nothing, so. And she doesn't.
No N-word, sir. No C-word, sir. You tell me what to say, and I'll say it. You tell me how to say it. Let's go, Wade. Let's go. I cannot confirm and you tell me how to dress. You tell me how to go.
I can confirm. I know he denied somebody their freedom of speech.
Yes, sir.
She hates
yes, sir. Because you got your black belt wearing a black belt on my ass. Yes, sir.
You needed to do it in front of all her workers, all her the police and everything. So I told him, don't show anything of mine. I can't. What am I going to do? Roll over a dog? Crew. We're independent contractors, not even contractors. But I can't run over a dog. Crew. You acting like.
Eddie, thank you.
Did he say Eddie? Show anything of mine. Sicky. He said Eddie's. Get him to howl. Good to see you too. Hope I see you. Bye. It's the Clown Soul Circus. Okay. It's the Clown Soul Circus. I didn't get my time back. I was on topic. Right, Duarte's gonna get it, I think. I was on topic. The mouse was on there. Don't hurt him! Don't hurt him! Don't shoot him! Don't Oh yeah, it's fun. Oh, I should have said that on the thing. Yeah, pretty much if he ever wants to, like if there's nothing going on and he wants to do, he can totally stream it. Yeah, I need to yeah.
Oh, the building.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna destroy me. He hates it.
Go ahead, your time. You have some guys covered.
Yeah, they're going after free speech.
You're the one disrupting.
Okay. Where are we? What is this? What is this crazy? Like, oh my God, you're there virtually every week, right? Online,
I am.
checking.
I am there. I'm there virtually every week, and I just texted Audit and said, "Where are you? You bet," because we were on church together most of the afternoon. But that is the city. That's the city council and Scientology up north. Miriam was saying, "Gosh, I feel like I know everybody there." Yeah, we do. It's like Shirt Guy, Moo Moo Man, and Goat Puppet, and Batman, and Bite Guy, and Henry. Who else was there?
Oh, let me see. I see. Oh, okay. So full layout. No, I want to do it. So sorry. Let me try again. No.
That's okay.
On the side. No, remove. Here we are. Okay. I'm gonna go like this is a little bit of a mess on purpose. I just didn't change put all the voices because this was a day when he was hungry because apparently they're limiting the words that they need to say. So this guy is a lawyer and he goes with the goat puppet. For those who don't know, like all of you guys know, right? He goes with the goat puppet. I have no idea why. Do you have any background? Do you remember?
A little bit. One of the council members, who I believe just retired, used to have a goatee.
Oh, okay.
And so he had brought it to basically troll the council member, and it just stuck. So he's always done the goat puppet, and it's to troll one of the council members.
That's hilarious. And he was always with the goat and does the goat voice. But this couple of weeks, he's been so angry because they're limiting a couple of words. And I think it has to do with the environment of limiting the whole speech and all, which I don't condone those words. I don't think anybody here loves or wants to hear certain things, but it has to do with the right of say whatever you want. And he did it like here. We can see, if you see here, I'm going to cut the noise. In the left, that was the day before. I think he threw the goat. He threw the goat, and then here in the middle,
he throws the goat, and
he throws the goat.
I'm like, good catch on it.
So I want to show because I want to show something that I found. If I ever find it, oh yeah. So I went to I have Audit's. Video throwing the goal, and we're going to see it in a minute because it's hilarious. But this one is just I don't watch sports, but for those who do, when you're watching it in slow motion. So here it is. Check out the left here on the right. Here's the Mr. Goat puppet guy, and he's like,
oh, from a different angle. This is funny.
Yeah. Look at this. Sorry.
No more
No more puppet. Yeah, I agree with you, Judy. I agree. I think I think they just take it too seriously. So here I put the normal, and because I wanted to show.
We will use proper language, sir.
And Batman is behind. And he's going to show up in behind.
No C word, sir. You tell me what to say.
And then Batman. Who's Batman? Do you know the story why the guys dress up like Batman?
That is Mr. Herman, and I'm not too sure why he dresses up as Batman, other than as a superhero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because for those who know a little bit, I don't know much, but look at him. See, he's doing a warning. He's going to do something nasty. Yeah, that. I know it's nasty and horrible, but it's I can't. These people here at the front, I don't know if they're laughing or what is going on. It's so nuts. But now we're going to see. Now we're going to see it from Audit's point of view, which was, I think she got the gist. So, do you think ever? And we shouldn't say this while she's not here, but I was going to show up one day with a goat or a puppet. No,
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to do any gimmick, right? She's not going to get he's not going to be contagious.
No, I
What do
don't
you
think
think?
she's ever going to take a goat. I mean, it would be kind of humorous. And they do this for the wow factor and for the shock factor, for the shock value. Yeah. And unfortunately, we all know it doesn't, after a couple of times you just roll your eyes and kind of don't listen to it. And actually the words are very offensive and very ornery. And I really wish that they would use more professional language. Audit and I have debated this a couple of times because I know it's First Amendment free speech for them to use the language, but it's First Amendment and offensive to me on my ears. I don't want to have to listen to it. And so, it's just who's
right.
Peaceful.
It's also, it's true that it looks like, I don't know, it's debatable, I guess, forever. And she knows because she's there with them. But at the same time, it's like sometimes or you guys who are more frequently there and also who call and have very serious and very well prepared speeches. And then in the middle of that, you got some guy dressed up like Batman just saying some words because he wants to say it. And it feels like it deflects the message of others. But maybe that's just me because I feel like I want our group of people to be taken seriously, the message to be taken seriously. But
I agree with that, except for they're not there with us or with our message.
No.
Sometimes they have the same message, but
No, they're not. Anyone can be here, and people bring their things. It's just like it's. Well, maybe it won't change because some people after him, there was a lady who was really speaking seriously, and but this moment was. I think Audie was having a lot of fun. She grabbed it in the.
He's okay.
I can't believe she caught it.
She grabbed it in the air.
No N-word, sir. No C-word, sir. You tell me
that was a good catch.
And I'll say it. You tell me how to say it and what to fucking say. And you tell me how to dress. You tell me how to walk. You tell me what language to listen to. You tell me what music I can listen to.
This is the only.
Yeah.
The only place really that you hear it, because if you go to any other council meeting around the country, you don't get this type of language, vulgarity.
Right.
It's not expected, it's not appreciated, and it's not tolerated.
Yeah, it doesn't make like a big difference, but whatever. I mean, I think like maybe you have. I wanted to ask you, and you please share whatever you want to share. Even though we have this in the background, that is kind of odd. Do you have a background? You have a background doing lobbying, right? In different. If I don't know if you've done it for private organizations or if you've done it for for public organizations. How's because from the beginning when you step up and talk to the police and presented the list and went there with Serge and Michael. We could see that you had like an interesting way of presenting things. That it was very professional. So, and you mentioned before that you have a background in doing lobbying. What can you say in general of your experience of?
Sure. I don't have an experience doing lobbying. I do have experience advocating, especially for the Americans with Disability Act for people with disabilities. But I've been on the other side of the government. So I've been on the other side of the council. on the other side of boards and commissions, to where I've had to be presented to. And so I know what would make my ears tickle. I know what would make me pay attention on the other side of the table. And that's the professionalism that I bring, is I know what I would listen to. And so I try and be that person that I would listen to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. Like, you know what they actually are. So you probably have mentioned this many times in your live stream, that you know, it's hard to catch up with all the content. So do you have, like, according to everything that you see every week, because you host the live streams where people call to the council and they send letters, and we only have like 1 minute to talk, sometimes 3 minutes. I know Ganja Girl is doing some great live streams, you know, breaking down everything that's being said and how we can improve. So I would recommend anybody who already hasn't been there to check her channel too, and your channel. What would you say is on the mind of the person on the other side? Because sometimes they listen and they pay attention. Sometimes we see them being completely ignoring us, or they pretend to ignore us. What would you recommend to anybody who wants to call or who wants to improve their ways, from your experience on the other side?
To keep the professionalism, to, like
Right.
Judy said, not having disgusting behavior, not making them close their ears off in the first 2 seconds that you speak, because it is offensive. And if you want to have respect in a relationship with the government officials you're trying to build relationship with, and you're trying to build trust with, that's the first thing to go, is when you start offending them. And so to me, building that relationship with respect is huge.
Yeah, and sometimes it happens. Like here, Amy says, I get mad and shame them. I sometimes call and I get like fired up, and many of us like sometimes talk to them and like with, I wouldn't say mad, but like, what's the word? Like with passion, maybe. And then we have to cool off. I hear
But
you
there's
talk and
nothing
you're
wrong.
very
There's
polite. Yeah.
If the truth shames them with a professional statement, that's on them. It really is. If Amy calls and tells them how it appears and what their perception looks like and how we're viewing it as the public, and that just happens to be truth, then that's on them for being shamed about that. They should be shamed. They should feel ashamed. That's the difference. If they should feel ashamed. Now, if you're saying something to be hurtful and spiteful and mean and discouraging, that's different. And I don't condone that type of language.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't, like, it's not at all professional. And as Amy's saying, it's not the same. Like cursing can happen. But if we don't do that at work, I mean, at least a majority of us, we should conduct ourselves the same way. And apparently they are so used to, you know, puppets and all types of words that it's not going to get their attention more, or yelling is not going to get their attention more, or if anything, so probably going to close their ears. So how do you navigate? There's a lot of patience involved in, like, I love to listen to the calls, and I love to include them in the video, because so many new people are calling, and it's probably having an impact. I think it is, but it's something, it's a work of patience, right? And I guess small things that change can give us energy. And I forgot the word I forgot exactly what I was going to ask you. Oh my God, I have a lagoon in my brain. So yeah, okay. So how do you navigate? Like, I understand, like, and something that I saw from Ganja Girl's live stream, when you mentioned, it's not that some people don't want to change or do anything. It's just like, it's so bureaucratic that it takes forever. Are the times of the government sometimes like it takes forever? Do you think the pressure, the calling to the meetings, or doing letters and all that can, you know, of course you think it can, but you know, what can you say about that? Like, How do you feel
Certainly.
about like going every week and suddenly you feel like nothing's changing? And how do we keep going with this? Is like, you know,
Well,
find the strength.
The wheels of justice and the wheels of government, it's like a big paddle wheel. Yep, it goes slow, but it is moving. It is moving forward. The paddle wheel it takes a while to get it going, but it takes a while to build the respect and the relationship. It takes a while for all of us calling in and having a stance that we're not going to back down until things change. And we've seen that through the CPRAs that Audit's been posting. We've seen that behind the scenes, things have been working. That paddle wheel has been moving. It's not the bippity boppity boo poof, like I like it, but it does. It is making a change. Let's use an example of, let's say, Clearwater right now.
Mm-hmm.
With Erica that was arrested the other night, or with the street vacation that they seem to have started and got. So now what? Now what? Now what do? We start putting pressure on. We start building relationships. We start building respect. And maybe as a group, non-group, team, non-team, we start doing that en masse, and not offensively, though. And
right.
I've said
So
it
you
before.
think
Groups, people, families, people do not change unless they want to or have to.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true. And do you think, like, thinking of Clearwater, and they have different rules, like sometimes you cannot submit, you cannot call, you have to be in person. Audit is here. Okay.
Here's Audit.
Yes. Here, come here. You missed the show. I mean, you didn't miss it because you are the one of the parts of the show, but we were discussing
I was
the
playing
goat
stand-in
situation.
for you, Audit, and I'm doing a horrible job, so get your butt in here.
You're doing an amazing job. I'm the one who's hiding behind the cartoon, and it's not a goat, but it's a Pikachu. And it's also we were talking about your friends, non-friends of the council meeting, as you like to call it. And I was wondering, Mona, if you meant is there something we can do for in Clearwater, or is it probably too late and maybe we should keep focusing on Los Angeles and other cities where the work has been done for months?
Absolutely not. I think Clearwater is an incredible target. I often provide the analogy of it being kind of a vampire town where everybody goes, and during the day it's nice and smiley, but at night all the vampires come awake because that's where they're all sleeping and they're being protected. Kind of a Stephen King novel. And it's scary, and it's going to take a lot of work to get rid of the monsters out of Clearwater. I think it's even more embedded than LA, but it certainly needs to be done. And getting our fingers involved, I don't know. We need to work with who is there, the team players that are there, and find out what we can do, where we can help, where we can send in information. It's just digging into it. I haven't in the past because LA has been the focus, but I'd be more than happy to do that.
Right. Yeah, well, it's interesting to see the emails that when it comes to LA and how things actually change and how everything that's doing. And I like to see dynamic how the protesters on the street do their stuff, and then it has repercussions, and then people complain, and then the neighbors, and then well, I don't want to talk much more of one of the rules here is not to talk about other streamers, so we're not gonna talk about the people in Clearwater. They do the thing. It's their city, so they have the I think and one of the reasons why I started doing this is because instead of waiting for other people to do stuff, I thought, well, I might as well do whatever I can, and I think we probably can do whatever we can. I mean, sometimes, as you say, if people don't want to change or don't have the obligation, they're not going to do some stuff. So welcome, Audit. welcome, welcome
Oh,
The
thank
to
you.
queen has
the
arrived.
show.
No, I'm so sorry. It's just one of those rainy Sunday mornings, and I
Why
apologize
are you
profusely.
sorry? You're not. I feel overwhelmed and so happy that everybody, like all the people, amazing people that are here. And I prepared some compilation of the council meeting, and we were checking the gold in slow motion. So that was the thing. So if you want to watch a recap, you mentioned that your favorite moment of the week was this moment where you grabbed the goat.
You can
And
drop
you
me
have
off.
to.
Let's go if you want, Carla. You can drop me off so that way you have more room.
I like
No,
seeing a
yes, we don't
beautiful
need more
face.
room.
Oh, there we go.
We don't.
Yes,
We
this
need
was
you.
my favorite moment. Yeah, I'm going to definitely do replay, but I'm glad I'm here. But yeah, this was my favorite moment.
Oh, so I imagine you must be like. There's so many hours we don't see. I was surprised when I saw Matt one time showcasing the queue outside. You were there with bike guy, and you were waiting, and it was kind of rainy, and there were a lot of people waiting. So it takes some time to enter and do the stuff. Gave it a minute to talk, and then it must be kind of tiring. And then if you have a moment like this, is that why it's your favorite, or it has more to do with the defending of the free speech? What made
Um,
you choose this moment?
I guess, well, I guess
I think maybe
because
I'm
there
saying
wasn't
it
a whole
all
lot that happened this week. I guess it was
right.
kind of like a slow week. But of course, and mind you, I can't stand the words or anything like that, so I'm not defending any words. But to see him, like, I don't know, it's just like this, when he was going up there, is just like such a crazy, I guess, gadfly moment for him. And then he just, I couldn't believe he tossed the puppet, and I caught it, and I don't know. It's just a wild moment. And then at the end, Bob is like, like actually said, like, at ease. And then he's like, you're dismissed. It was just such a crazy, surreal moment. Like I couldn't, like the interaction, because it's supposed to be like a city meeting. It's kind of dignified. You might, and then it just got so crazy. And then, they're escorting him out, and they're, very nice and diplomatic about it. But it was just crazy and very surreal, but really kind of encapsulates what can happen. It encapsulates what can happen at these meetings, but also, you can feel the frustration, because I know a lot of people always say, "Oh, they're not listening to you. They don't listen. Like that
Mm.
must be you must be angry. It must make you frustrated." And it doesn't. Like I don't get angry. I get like, "Wow, this is obnoxious." You know what I mean? What I have to fight this because we need to get these people in line. They serve us. So I don't get. It doesn't come from anger, but then when I see this and like, and they're like going after him. They've always been going after him for years though, on a personal basis. And then seeing him stand up to them and just seeing the dynamics of, I don't know what you would call it. Is it democracy at work, or I don't know what you call what happened there, but it
I
was
don't know
crazy.
either. It was like a theater. If you do that in a play, it wouldn't. I don't have the second part here, but you see like five police officers, I think, escorting
Yes.
a person out. He doesn't even have the puppet. I mean, he's just out there.
Yeah, I
So
still
it's
had the
also
puppet.
like you still have the puppet, and then he
Hmm.
walked out, and I don't have the clip here. I think let me see if I have it, but he's like outside, seeing like they're like. I mean, I don't want to say they're like kids, but it feels it's it's just I don't know. They
Yeah,
take us too seriously.
it was
Yeah,
wild.
we don't want to. It was wild, and then is he back taking a
Yeah,
picture there?
that's F bomb guy, and then
Oh
Braille
my
guy
god!
was there.
And do you ever think, because you say you prefer a documentary or something like that? Do you ever think is like you've been inspired by the OSA and the files, not the OSA files, but the emails from Jennifer and Janet from Now Planet and other characters that you have expanded on? Do you ever think you could write something like a play or a script or something about these meetings? Are you ever inspired about this, or how do
Yeah,
you
I mean,
feel?
I've written a screenplay, and I have one, finished that I was really working on trying to get moving to the next level. But this, I could do a play, but I think the reality, I don't know if you could actually capture it. I think if I wrote it as a fiction, no one would believe it. It wouldn't even be like plausible. People would be like, "There's not, no
Yeah.
way would this ever happen." So that's why I kind of think, well, I think a documentary to say, no, it happens. I mean, and
Yeah.
I know, like, even like Smoke and Scale, like I know, like they're kind of enjoying seeing a point of view that the people outside can't see, because like the cameras that they have, you're only going to see, and there's Laser Lady, I like her.
Oh,
Like you're
Lazy
only
Lady.
going to
Okay.
see what's up there, the people speaking. You're not seeing all what goes on behind the scenes. So I know a lot of people now are like, wow, like we had no idea, even though they watch it regularly. So I love that
Yeah.
I'm able to, like I said, I don't agree with, like a lot, what a lot of stuff that they say and anything, but I find it interesting to be able to, almost like a media, like news, just capturing the truth of it. You know what I mean? Like what's really going on, and the
It
players
is.
and
It is true. It is true that reality is. It's. I wouldn't say crazy, but it overcomes fiction. It's no way you can invent something like this, and it's that's why it's sometimes so compelling to watch. And even if it wasn't like this, it will still be interesting. But these characters, I would like to know more about the background of why they're there. I guess when you do your documentary, we're gonna find out more. Keep them as
yeah,
talking
I
heads
know a
and.
lot. I mean, I already, I
Mhm.
kind of been making my documentary in a way that, because I do talk to them and ask
Right.
them questions. So yeah, they
Yeah,
came there
that's
for a
cool.
reason. Yeah.
That's cool. And so I want to stop for a second. I hear Sam. It's we want to send you our love. Your dad passed away on Monday. We're very sorry, and we send you our love.
Oh,
A hug for you too. Here in the chat, people are expressing that. I just wanted to make a quick cut to
yes.
say that, Sam. And thank you for being here. I hope that today you were able to laugh a little bit and get a little bit distracted and continue with this. I really think I'm gonna wrap it up because it was super long. So thank you everyone who came. I don't have a plan to how to close it. I was gonna show the video that I showed a minute ago, but maybe we had too much of the puppet. I just want to say I'm going to do my best to keep doing the video recaps. It takes me a lot of hours, and I love to do them. But sometimes, it's too many hours, and I spend like a whole weekend doing it, plus watching it all. But I love to do it, and this is because of all of you who say nice things and who say that it's helpful for you. That it give me like I feel the obligation, even though it's an obligation, but giving the strength. And I think it's very positive how we've seen in different chats, in Mona's chat, in your chat, and everybody else who's here, how we participate together and help each other and move forward in a slow way. And if this was a documentary, it would be a very long documentary. It would be a very long documentary. We hope that it ends soon because we want to end this thing soon. And we don't know when it's gonna fall down. It could be a chimney, it could be a planter, it could be a serious crime, but at one point it's gonna fall down. Here I was thinking about that. I don't want to feel like Miriam, you're saying if you can help it by sending clips, that'd be nice. I just don't want to feel like if I don't want people to feel bad if I don't include their clip. The same way I don't want to feel them to feel bad if like I don't include a protester or somebody. I try to be as fair as possible. And if somebody's not covered in one particular week, I try to keep it in the next one. Or if for everything you want me to that is important, of course, please. Because if it's something important, like sometimes I have to enter the chat to see what people are talking about, and that's great. But if you catch a moment that like this, or whatever moment you think it's worth it, I'll be happy to receive it. So now I have put together an email. I have put like this email was available, so I found it. And the next time, everybody was so nice that I had prepared like this is for people who are off topic, for like if we had to let them speak, please behave. And everybody's being so nice, and I have to do any of this. So I'm just gonna use this one. Just love you all. And love you all and have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you very much for being here. And that's it. So I guess I'm just going to put the outro, which is the intro. Any final message from Arit or Mona here?
Well, I just love seeing this ending picture of Dusty because I absolutely love Dusty and just the fact that this dog has seen more of local politics and democracy in the years than probably any other than most humans. You know, it's a fitting
He
end
seems
for
to
me.
be. He seems to be used to it. Like he doesn't suffer, right? Like
Oh
you know
no,
when you.
he's so that's his service animal because he has a traumatic brain injury and stuff. But that dog is so
Oh, okay,
happy,
okay.
so well loved,
Oh,
and so sweet.
so
I mean,
cute.
yeah, so cute. So no, he's a happy boy. He takes really good care of me. You know, he walks him out there. He gives him like really good or like organic food and stuff. So no, he's very well taken care of. Yeah,
That's
Dusty
great.
could
It's great
talk.
to know. That's a good talk. He's like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, he would have stories.
And send our love and our hello to Mr. Bike Guy, who's also he's my favorite. So I don't have
Yeah.
enough words to say how much he's my favorite. And here, as Adrian is saying, no, sorry, he is very wise. He seems very wise, and he seems to be taking care of the person he has to take care of. It was Haggis Basher, sorry, who said
Yeah.
that et voila, I don't know how you say, Brigitte is going live with Dodge
Oh
in
yeah,
like, I
we'll let
don't
her
know,
go.
8 minutes. So for those who are hooked and who are as I would say addicted to this and who want to keep going and see what's going on, go to Bridget's live stream. She's super. I saw her interview yesterday with Scott, and she was so nice and cute, and she's very very polite, and she says whatever she thinks. So honest. So it would be great if you can also go there. Send you all love, and I have the I had Lurker here. Send you all the
I
love.
love
Good
you
night.
all and
And I'll tell Bike
keep
Guy he's sick right
on
now, but I
keeping
will
on.
send him your love. So thank you.
Oh, okay. I hope it gets better.
I
I
love
hope he
So
you
okay,
sweet.
but
all
thank
and
you.
keep
Bye.
on
Kiss
keeping
kiss.
on.
Bye.